In the vast expanse of Hindu mysticism, there exists a profoundly enigmatic tradition, the worship of the 64 Yoginis. Few traditions are as mysterious and captivating as that of the 64 Yoginis. These divine feminine entities embody the very essence of Shakti, the dynamic energy that breathes life into the cosmos. These powerful female energies, often described as semi-divine beings or manifestations of the goddess Shakti, hold a central place in the Tantric tradition. Yet their connection goes deeper to Lord Shiva, the eternal ascetic, the destroyer, and the ultimate source of consciousness. Together, the Yoginis and Shiva form the perfect cosmic balance. Shiva, the static consciousness, and the Yoginis, dynamic forces of creation, preservation, and transformation. But what makes them even more intriguing is their deep, intrinsic connection to Lord Shiva, the ultimate embodiment of consciousness and the static principle in creation. Together, they represent the union of stillness and motion, the eternal dance of the cosmos itself. Our journey today will unravel the layers of this esoteric tradition. Who are the Yoginis? What role do they play in Tantra? Why are they associated with Shiva? By the end of this exploration, you will have a complete understanding of the 64 Yoginis, their cosmic purpose, and their enduring significance. The Yoginis are not mere deities confined to scriptures or temples. They are forces of nature, embodiments of power, wisdom, and transcendence. They bridge the physical and the metaphysical, guiding seekers toward liberation. Over the next few moments, let us embark on a journey into the mystical realm of the 64 Yoginis. We'll explore who they are, their origins, their sacred association with Shiva, and the practices through which they are revered. Who are the 64 Yoginis? The 64 Yoginis are powerful entities that embody the divine feminine force. They are described as manifestations of Shakti, the energy that drives the universe. In Tantra tradition, they are considered both protectors and guides, leading spiritual aspirants through the complex pathways of enlightenment. These Yoginis are not merely deities to be worshipped. They represent archetypes of power, wisdom, and liberation. Each Yogini possesses unique attributes, appearing as fierce warriors, compassionate healers, or mystical guardians of secret knowledge. The number 64 is significant, symbolizing completeness in many Hindu and Tantric traditions. It reflects the totality of energies needed to sustain the cosmos. Each Yogini is associated with a specific power, an aspect of the universe, or a particular principle of creation. Philosophical underpinnings. The Yoginis are rooted in Tantric philosophy, which emphasizes the interplay of Shiva and Shakti. In this framework, Shiva represents pure consciousness, while Shakti is the dynamic energy that manifests the material world. The Yoginis, as aspects of Shakti, embody this energy in its most potent and diverse forms. The relationship between Shiva and the Yoginis mirrors the cosmic dance of creation and dissolution. While Shiva remains the observer, the Yoginis are the actors, constantly weaving the fabric of existence. This duality underscores the unity of all things. Without Shiva, the Yoginis have no purpose. Without the Yoginis, Shiva's potential remains dormant. Relation to Lord Shiva. The Yoginis are intimately connected to Lord Shiva, particularly in his form as Bhairava. Bhairava, the terrifying aspect of Shiva, is the master of Tantra, the cosmic dancer, and the lord of time and death. The Yoginis serve as his companions, attendants, and manifestations of his power. According to legend, the Yoginis emerged from the energy of the great goddess Durga during her battle with the demon Raktabija. Each drop of blood spilled from the demon created more enemies, and the Yoginis were born to consume the blood before it could touch the ground. Shiva, in his role as Bhairava, stood as the ultimate source of their strength and guided them in their divine task. Rituals dedicated to the 64 Yoginis often invoke Shiva as Bhairava. This reflects their symbiotic relationship, where the Yoginis embody Shiva's active force while Shiva provides them with their spiritual foundation. Unity with Shiva. Shiv Shaktimaya Sarv Yogini Bhairav Priya. Ananta Shaktirupini Namaste Jagdambike. Arthatha. Salutations to the Universal Mother, who is Shiva and Shakti embodied, beloved of Bhairava. You are infinite energy incarnate. This verse emphasizes the Yoginis as manifestations of both Shiva, consciousness, and Shakti, energy. Their relationship with Bhairava, a form of Shiva, is highlighted, symbolizing their intertwined cosmic roles, origins, and evolution. The Yoginis are mentioned in several ancient texts, including the Agamas, Tantras, and Puranas. These scriptures describe them as celestial beings who serve as protectors of divine knowledge and guides for human beings seeking liberation. Over time, the worship of the 64 Yoginis evolved, particularly during the Tantric revival in medieval India. Archaeological evidence of Yogini temples, such as those in Hirapur, Odisha, Ranipur-Jharial, Odisha, and Khajuraho, Madhya Pradesh, showcases the deep reverence they commanded. These temples are unique in their circular design, symbolizing the cycle of life and the interconnectedness of all creation. Each Yogini is depicted with distinct iconography, often accompanied by animal mounts or wielding specific weapons. The 64 Yoginis, names and meanings. Here is a glimpse into some of the Yoginis, their Sanskrit names, and their meanings. Vichitra, the wondrous one. Bhairavi, the fierce and terrifying. Maheshwari, the great goddess. Kapalini, the skull-bearer. Chandika, the fierce protector. Tripura, the goddess of 3 cities. Om Bhairavyai Namah, Om Chandikayai Namah, Om Kapalinyai Namah. Meaning, salutations to Bhairavi, the fierce one. Salutations to Chandika, the protector. Salutations to Kapalini, the skull-bearer. Each Yogini is worshipped through individual mantras. This verse offers a glimpse into the variety of attributes and forms the Yoginis embody from ferocity to protection and transcendence. Invocation of Yoginis. Om Yoginyai Vidmahe Maheshwaryai Dhimahi, Tanno Devi Prachodhyat. Meaning, we meditate upon the Yogini, the embodiment of cosmic energy. We contemplate Maheshwari, the supreme goddess. May the divine feminine inspire and guide us. This invocation is commonly used to call upon the Yoginis. It reflects their role as guides to spiritual awakening and their association with the supreme feminine principle, Shakti. Ritualistic worship. Worshipping the 64 Yoginis is a highly esoteric practice, often conducted in secluded spaces or specific temples. The rituals involve invoking the Yoginis through mantras, yantras, and offerings. Devotees seek their blessings for protection, spiritual power, and liberation.
Mantras like the Yogini Namavali Stotra enumerate the names of all 64 Yoginis, with verses praising their divine qualities. Here is an example: Om Bhairavyai Namah, Om Kapalinyai Namah. Translation. Salutations to Bhairavi, the fierce one. Salutations to Kapalini, the skull-bearer. Temples of the 64 Yoginis. The circular Yogini temples are marvels of Tantric architecture. They lack roofs, symbolizing openness to the sky and the cosmos. Hirapur Temple houses 64 Yoginis in their fierce forms. Ranipur-Jharial, known for its sacred geometry. Khajuraho Temple combines Yogini worship with exquisite artistry. Each temple is a testament to the spiritual and artistic genius of ancient India. Yoginis and feminine power. The Yoginis are embodiments of feminine power, representing strength, wisdom, and transcendence. They challenge traditional notions of divinity, standing as fierce protectors and independent entities. In Tantra, they symbolize the potential within every individual to rise above limitations and achieve spiritual liberation. The 64 Yoginis are not merely deities or mythological figures. They are cosmic energies, forces of nature, and pathways to enlightenment. Their connection to Shiva reveals the inseparable bond between consciousness and energy, the masculine and the feminine, the static and the dynamic. Through their worship, devotees access the boundless power of Shakti and the unwavering wisdom of Shiva. Their legacy endures, inspiring seekers to explore the mysteries of existence and transcend the material realm. The Yoginis are an invitation to delve deep into the unknown, embrace the divine feminine, and discover the eternal dance of Shiva and Shakti within us all. The 64 Yoginis are described and praised in various texts, such as the Yogini Tantra and certain Agamas. These verses encapsulate their divine qualities and their connection to cosmic principles. Chaturvarga Phalaprada Yoginya Sarv Mangla Sarv Siddhiprada Devi Namaste Chaturanana. Meaning, the Yoginis bestow the fourfold goals of life: dharma, righteousness; artha, wealth; kama, desire; and moksha, liberation. They are auspicious and grant all spiritual accomplishments. Salutations to the goddess who pervades all. This verse describes the Yoginis as providers of material and spiritual benefits, reflecting their role in the holistic fulfillment of human life. It also acknowledges their auspiciousness and divine grace. The circle of Yoginis, Vritta Bandhana Yoginya Chakra Madhya Sthitam Shivam, Tatra Nityastitha Devi Yoginya Sarv Sundara. Meaning, the Yoginis form a sacred circle
within which resides Lord Shiva. The eternal goddess stands there, surrounded by the beautiful Yoginis. This verse poetically describes the circular layout of Yogini temples and their symbolism. The Yoginis surround Shiva, representing the cosmic interplay of stillness, Shiva, and motion, Yoginis. Their role in Tantra. Mantramaya Yoginya Shaktirupa Vibhutya Bhairav Sannidho Nitya Namaste Maheshwari. Meaning, the Yoginis, composed of sacred mantras, are manifestations of divine energy and powers. They eternally dwell near Bhairava. Salutations to Maheshwari, the great goddess. This verse highlights the Yoginis as embodiments of mantras and tantric energy. Their presence near Bhairava underscores their inseparable link to Shiva in tantric worship. Unity of Shiva and Shakti. The Yoginis are seen as extensions of Shiva's power, embodying Shakti in various forms. They reflect the cosmic unity and interdependence of the masculine and feminine principles. Role in rituals. The mantras and invocations in these verses play a central role in tantric rituals. They establish the sacred connection between the devotee, the Yoginis, and Shiva. Symbolism of the circle. Many verses emphasize the circular arrangement of the Yoginis around Shiva, symbolizing completeness and the cyclical nature of existence. Path to liberation. The Yoginis are not only protectors but also guides on the path to moksha, liberation. Their verses often refer to their ability to remove obstacles and bestow divine grace. The Tantric version of the 64 Yoginis. In Tantric traditions, the 64 Yoginis are considered mystical embodiments of Shakti, the dynamic feminine force that governs the universe. Tantra, which often defies mainstream conventions of worship, emphasizes the unity of the physical and metaphysical realms, using rituals and practices to channel divine energy for spiritual liberation. The Yoginis are central to this framework as powerful intermediaries who grant supernatural abilities, siddhis, and facilitate the transcendence of attachments. Key Tantric concepts related to the Yoginis. The Yoginis as cosmic energies. Each Yogini represents a specific aspect of Shakti, including elements of nature like wind, fire, or water, human emotions, and cosmic principles. They are not limited by human morality and transcend dualistic notions of good and evil. Relation to Kundalini. In Tantra, the Yoginis are often linked to the Kundalini energy, the dormant spiritual force within the human body. Through advanced practices, a Tantric aspirant invokes the Yoginis to awaken and guide this energy through the chakras, achieving union with the divine Shiva. The Yoginis as guardians of knowledge. The Yoginis are believed to protect esoteric knowledge and reveal it only to those deemed worthy. Tantric rituals involving the Yoginis often include mantras, yantras, and meditation to invoke their presence and seek their guidance. Fearsome and compassionate aspects. In Tantra, the Yoginis are depicted with dual attributes. They can be fierce and terrifying but also nurturing and protective. This duality symbolizes the transformative power of Shakti, capable of both destruction and creation.